Jim Winston here. I'm at DB Fine Wines, and today we're going to be hosting a tasting of wines from around the world, and it's Merlot. In 2004, the movie Sideways came out, and it effectively kicked Merlot as a varietal, as a wine, to the curb. And here it is, 2022, and Merlot is still recovering from that kick to the groin. And it's a shame, because some of the finest wines in the world are 100% Merlot. Chateau Petrus, Misetto. These wines are iconic wines. And the varietal is quite special. I have a book here. It's Grapes, Wines, Vines, written by Jancis Robinson. She is a master of wine. She's a Brit, and she is fantastic. And this is a great book in referencing the different varietals, and it's something that I regularly plagiarize from. And so, just very quickly, Merlot's plus points, its fruitiness, its forwardness, and its productivity are turned to a disadvantage in the eyes of many wine drinkers. All over the world, the highest red varietal pedestal is reserved for Cabernet. Almost every wine region outside of France is peopled by winemakers trying to prove they can give Chateau Latour a run for its money. Yet, hardly any of them take Bordeaux's other great grape, Merlot, seriously. But Petrus, 100% Merlot, and many other properties and estates from Saint-Emilion and Pomerol show just what can be achieved with this varietal. And interestingly enough, in terms of planting in Bordeaux, or in the general department of the Gironde, there are 32,000 hectares of Merlot planted, and only 17,200 of Cabernet Sauvignon, making it really look like small beer. So it is a fabulous varietal, and what I love about our flight today is that we have an amazing diversity of zones to look at. We're looking at a wine that will lead the flight from Israel, from the hills of Galilee. We have a wine from the Marquis coming up next. A tiny Petit Chateau. We have many, 4 Bordeaux total on this flight. And this is a wine that I used in a previous tasting, and it was fabulous, which is why it's here. Another Bordeaux comes after it. We have a terrific wine from Chile, La Postale, that follows. This is the first time I'm trying a wine from this producer in Columbia Valley. It's delicious. Trenta Due from Sonoma is a fabulous wine that we've used in previous vintage, and it was a hit then. I used it in a tasting about a month ago. I love the wine. Mayacamas, coming from Mount Veeder in Napa, follows. Avignesi, an amazing Tuscan wine that is Merlot. Love the wine. And then we'll conclude with Chateau Jean Faux, and then this Fronsac that is absolutely mind-blowing. Now, when I set the flight to the order that we're going to taste it in, to make sure that the wines are sound, it will differ from this wine listing that I hand out for the folks that are sitting down. But I always try to come up as best I can with win, place, and show. No ties are allowed. The wines that just hit me today. Not necessarily the best wine, but today there was something about it. There was a charm. There was something that called my attention. And I tasted with Charles, who's on the staff here, Charles Denninger, and what we do is we go through the flight, and then we talk about what we think is win, place, and show. As it turns out, we have both picked the same win and place wines. So we go with this particular Bordeaux, La Vieille Curée, 2017. We went with the Columbia Valley next, and then he and I split paths for our show wine. Although honestly, all the wines are beautiful, but again, you have to make choices. I love L'Astoria, and maybe it's because I've had the wine in 2 or 3 different vintages, and the wine just charms the hell out of me. And Charles loved the Chateau Jean Faux, which I also love. It's a wonderful warm scent. So here we are in the Merlot, Oh No Merlot tasting, which we love to present. It's a lot of fun, and these wines are fabulous. Cheers.